Had better days. Just want to let you know I am recording for on the record.
You want to grab a seat and interview him?
Yes, because I'd like to clarify your officer's reasoning for pulling me over, and your name is?
Sergeant Carpini. All right, how can I help you?
According to your officer, I was driving through a high drug area,
Okay.
and that's reason to pull somebody over?
Well, I'd have to look into all the circumstances, but I'd like to hear from your point of view because that's.
No, I'm just asking a couple questions here,
Yeah,
so I can make this clear. I want you to name one spot in the town of Yarmouth where you don't have drugs.
Unfortunately, it is widespread, but.
Thank you. So now that you're
Let's
off,
focus on the incident tonight with you.
yes, I'm driving around and I get pulled over for no reason.
Okay.
For what? Why am I on the side of a road with two cruisers around me?
Okay.
Because I'm driving around. Tags are legal.
Yeah.
Inspection stickers straight. I got my driver's license. I'm not speeding.
No, and those are all, would be
But he
valid
pulls
reasons for
me
stops.
he
You
pulls
get
me
your stuff
over.
together.
He
Yeah.
pulls me over because I'm driving in a high drug trafficking area, and says that I have a charge from 2006. That was 13 years ago. Over 13 years ago.
Okay.
So is this department still judging me on that?
When we look at, reasons for stops, our threshold is reasonable suspicion. It's not probable cause, we're not there yet. And, we take the totality of the circumstances into play. So it is late at night, which is fine, people are on the road, but there are fewer cars on the road. And when we're looking at,
Is it
certain
illegal to
patterns-
drive on the road this time of the night?
No, not at all. But we're
So
looking at certain
that's not
patterns
good.
of
That's not a
behavior
break in the
and,
law.
We are checking on businesses because, there are B&Es, we're checking on,
Have there been any
residents.
break-ins tonight?
Well, not that we know of.
Not
but-
that we know of.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys didn't expect me to breaking into anything.
Okay.
So I still want to find out what was the reasonable cause.
Not you specifically, but we're looking at a vehicle that goes down a couple side streets with seemingly no legitimate reason. You're by yourself, you're not picking up or dropping off passengers, so what
And-
would you be picking up or dropping off in those areas? And that's
Is that a crime?
not in itself, but it is building up to that reasonable suspicion
And
threshold.
is
we're looking at,
reasonable
so.
suspicion legal grounds to
When they-
pull
when they
somebody
stop
over?
you, What was your reasoning for being?
I'm asking questions. I'm not answering questions.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
answering questions.
Listen, I will be happy to entertain a conversation with you, but I'm not gonna have you come in here and interrogate me, okay? This is a two-way conversation. I need to have answers to certain questions so I can kind of understand what happened there, okay?
I was driving around in a
You tell
high
me
drug
what happened.
trafficking area, and I was arrested in 2006 by an officer that no longer works for this department because he was found out to be a crooked cop.
Okay.
All that charges have been
Peter,
charged and
Peter,
dismissed.
I'd be happy to have a conversation with you, but I'm not gonna go back to 2006. I'm not
That's
gonna
what he
talk
did.
about other
That's what he
officers who
did.
weren't working here. at the
That's
time.
what he did.
I'm here tonight.
And
okay?
that's what he did. He brought that up. He said, I was pulled over
Yeah,
because
I
I'm
don't
driving
have
through
any
a
interest in
high
any other
drug trafficking
officer who
area,
wasn't
and
working
I
here.
was
I'm focused
arrested
on
in
the officers who weren't working here
2006.
tonight.
That's
Okay,
what
you
he said.
understand me? Yeah.
And you're saying, why am I talking about 2006? Because he
You're
brought
talking
it
about
up.
set of circumstances. I think we're kind of going off the rails here a little bit, okay?
We're not going off the
You
rails.
do have some 94C history, whether it's recent or maybe a little dated.
Over 13
okay?
years ago.
Those are considerations, okay?
And that's-
There was a pattern of driving behavior that was observed tonight that was consistent with the possibility of 94C activity. You're
Okay.
not dropping people off, you're not going home or coming to a business, there's nothing
Are
open.
any of those a crime?
They're reasonable suspicions to stop.
That was,
Were you
you know,
charged
yes
with
or
a crime
no,
tonight,
yes
sir?
or no, yes or no. That's all I want. Yes or no.
Were you
Is-
charged with a crime tonight?
Yes or no, was that a crime?
If we're going back and forth questions, were you charged with a crime tonight?
Yes or no, what I doing was a crime?
It was reasonable suspicion that you might be involved in criminal activity. That's why we do investigatory stops. We
Really?
don't wait for crime to happen. We try to see precursors of crime, and that's what we act off of.
Really?
Does that make sense to you? Yes.
No,
really.
it doesn't.
Well, I'm sorry that you.
Because
don't,
I've got a list of stuff that proves that theory wrong.
It's not a theory.
Oh, trust me, it's your theory.
Okay, that's your opinion. That's fine.
I
This is
have
how we
paperwork
operate.
to back it up.
I'd love to see that paperwork.
Trust me. Go in the records department and
I'd
find
love-
out what
I'd love to
happened
see that
December
paperwork, sir.
16th. December 16th of 2007. Oh, sorry,
What are you
18,
looking
19.
to do here tonight, sir?
I'm looking to get the exact reason on why I was pulled over. He told me that it was a crime
I think I've
to
explained
drive
that to
through
you.
a high drug trafficking area. So if I drive through that same road at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, do I get pulled over too?
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, we take, like I said, we look at the totality of the circumstances. Are you going to a friend's house? Are you dropping somebody off? Are you doing?
I could drive in
any kind of
circles for
ride shares?
hours.
This is late at night, you're probably one of the few vehicles on the road, and you're driving down random side streets with seemingly no legitimate reason. So we stop people like that, and we ask, what is
Is
your
that
reason?
against, is that,
Oh,
is that legal? Is that legal?
That in
I want you to
itself,
answer
no.
that legal.
That in itself, probably not,
Probably not.
but again, we look
But
at
again.
the totality of the circumstances, and we look to see.
You find
reasonable
loopholes.
suspicion is a threshold, and that's a relatively low threshold, relatively low, okay? We're
So
not
my
being probably
embarrassment
low.
on the side of the road being pulled over by 2 officers
How are you embarrassed tonight?
because I'm on the side of the
Your
road.
family and friends driving by?
How do I know? How do I know who
Because there
drove
was
by?
no other vehicles on the road at the time.
Are you sure about that one? Because I have video that proves
I'd like to
otherwise.
watch that video.
I'm
Why don't
not
you
sharing
show me
that
the
video with you.
Okay.
I'm not sharing the video with you.
I think I've explained it to you why you were stopped
Y-
tonight.
you
Do have any
did,
other
you did.
questions for me?
I need a business card from you.
I'd be happy to give you.
And that's it. That's all I need.
Sergeant Carkey, I don't have any business cards on me.
And
I'll
badge
give you
number?
my 6356.
Okay. And you
All
said
right.
you don't have business cards?
I don't have any on me right now.
On you. All right. And you did say I broke no laws tonight when I was pulled over.
I said you weren't charged with any criminal activity.
But
I did say
I-
your behavior tonight was indicative
But
of
was that a
potential
crime?
for criminal activity.
But was that a
Reasonable
crime?
suspicion standard, again, sir, I'm repeating myself. If you listen for once, you may get the answers, okay?
I've already got the answer. I
You
just
don't
like.
like the answers, but.
No,
you
no,
did
I
get
love the
answer.
answers because you answered me the way I wanted you to. You're beating around the bush.
I'm giving you.
And you're basically stating
Trying
that
to
I was
educate you
illegally
on-
pulled over for no reason
trying to
because of a
educate you on the
charge in
law, okay?
2006.
I think you have maybe a misunderstanding of the law, and that's what I'm trying to
I
educate
don't.
you on.
I don't. You
Okay.
can't educate me.
Okay.
You can't.
Well, then I guess we have nothing else
can't.
to talk about.
You have a good night.
And you too, sir.
Once again, harassed by the Yarmouth Police Department. Once again. It's all right. They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. Oh, they're gonna learn.